another episode of Anime Collectors Circle. My name is Brandon, and I just want to welcome everyone here who hasn't maybe watched an episode. Welcome. We talk about anime merchandise from Blu-rays, DVDs, figurines, posters, all sorts of other things, and we kind of dive into like the anime industry, the manga industry from the U.S. side to the Japan side, that sort of thing. So, welcome everyone, and I'd like to start off with introductions. My name is Brandon, and I've been an avid anime and manga collector for quite some time. And yeah, I just want to say welcome to everyone.
I'm Wade Spradley. Been in anime since the early '90s. Um, really enjoy it. That's
Really?
it. I'm cutting it short today.
Okay.
Koyomi, it's your turn. Is that it?
I guess that's it. Oh, yeah, okay, kill me. Well, anyways, my name is Roger. I happen to be the guy that runs Animazing. As I collect many, I'm a collector of many things with anime figures, manga, art books, some CDs. I've kind of picked up a few more here and there. But of course, I'm always very happy to discuss collecting stuff with the rest of you folks. And thank you for watching this podcast.
Hello, I'm Domino. Usually I'm on the camera, but I scored some McDonald's, so that's why I'm not on the camera. But I am a avid manga, anime, video game, art book, figure collector. I collect a lot of things. I even have CDs. That's just what I do. Anyways, thank you for having me once more. I leave it to the next person.
Hi, I'm Luna. I've been into anime manga since probably, I don't remember when, like predating myself, probably middle school, high school. And that had to been over 30, that had to been like 20 something years ago. Um, I collect mainly Blu-rays, DVDs. I do collect specific figures based on franchise or series. I've been really into model kits lately, especially the Gundam ones. So I've been picking up more than I can make. And, and also, I'm a huge avid CD collector. So mainly J-pop, K-pop, and I, of course, have anime soundtracks to go with it as well.
So now that I'm unmuted, let me try this once more. I am the mysterious Koyomi, and basically been collecting really in earnest since like 2019. Although I started collecting a teeny bit here and there back probably barely after around 2000, and had been interested in anime long ago. Kind of then just forgot it existed and got back into it right around 2000. And it's been kind of slowly growing ever since. And then since around probably 2019, after joining Animazing, really took off in interest.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. And I just want to say thank you for coming on to this episode of Animazing Collectors Circle. And today's topic is going to be about what are some of your favorite artists, animators, character designers that you really like so much that you ended up collecting the merchandise from. So, like for example, I have like let's see, Yoshiyuki Ito did the character designs for Space Dandy, and also a series called Concrete Revolution. And I actually have a lot of Space Dandy stuff, and I just love Ito's character designs. Um, Specifically, even on like the Japanese sets and like the storage box, which is really neat. So we're just gonna kind of dive into that sort of realm of collecting. Is there a specific artist that you like so much that you buy all of their art books? Like for me, I really like Red Juice and a lot of the stuff that they do as well. So let's go ahead and leave it open, and if anyone wants to chat about it, tell us about your favorite artist that you like collecting. Maybe it's a certain figure series that you like, that you like the artist, that sort of thing.
Well, names is my worst thing part. I remember things from. I can remember stuff like the art. I like this particular piece of artwork. If it was a really older person, I mean, I can grab stuff, but I probably am more familiar with the more classic ones. It'd be like what's that guy? The guy that did it's just what was it? Sonoda, for instance. Kenichi Sonoda. The guy that did
Kenichi Sonoda. Yeah.
I have several of his works, like Garden Party art book. All his other, anything to do with Bubblegum Crisis. What was this? What other one that uh, was that magical girl one he did? I forget. If there was one of them. Another one would be anything to do with Kia Asmiya. Pretty much, I did the best I can do to get art books and other stuff in connecting with him. You see, um, I guess I got some examples too. I can just go grab.
Like
Um,
Casimia, good choice.
X. I know that with X you got Clamp, right? So Clamp. They're basically four ladies that have been drawing for a long period of time. I think the first one I ever picked up from them was I call it. It looks like RG Vita, but it's called Rig Vita. I was very big fan of them. They did some dark fantasy, sojo. Sojo supposed to be sojo like they're more like shonen type manga. Bought some stuff. Tokyo Babylon, of course. Card Captor Sakura art books and such like that. You probably find that most of my stuff that I collect to be not necessarily goods, like plushies and stuff. I'd be more focused on like artwork, like art books and such like that.
For me, I was going to say WLOP has definitely been a big influence with the Ghost Blade series, of which
Yeah.
this is one of them here. But I've also got
Grab some stuff.
that one,
Hope I don't displace Ashley. There you
that
go.
one,
Ashley.
They're pretty
Hey, in
lively.
the rear.
and that one on display.
Nice.
So,
They are
and
gorgeous.
all of those are just high interest ones for me with Ghost Blade. And I've got various others coming in over time for those as well. But I would say that's a big one. Mataro, which I don't know if I have one I can show right now, but Mataro's got quite a few that have been of interest both on the figure side as well as on the art book side. And I know there's one other that's just not coming to me at the moment. It'll eventually come to me, or I'll dig the art book out and show.
Yeah, Roger, I am also a Clamp fan. Well, I'm actually an old Clamp fan. Because new Clamp makes me mad. Because we get too much card captor Sakura, and we're never finishing X. So yeah, I have my vendetta against Clamp at the moment. And they canceled our Tokyo Babylon renewal. So also mad. But my all-time favorite artist will always be Yu Watase or Watase Yu. I'm not sure which way you say it, but she is amazing. I wish she would. I wish she would. I think she has a lot of bad health, unfortunately, so a lot of her series get on hiatus a lot. Like Arata hasn't finished yet, but she's also needs to work. I think there was a news saying she's finishing up the Byakuya version of Fushigi Yugi, so I can't wait for that. That's one of my favorites. I love Saris. I love Imadoki. I love Alice 19. She has so many different mangas, and I practically all of them that get released here. I wish there was some of her others like one shots that never got around here. And she even did a depressing boys love one too that I read a long time ago on Scanlations when that was a thing. Um, but I wish she had more figures and stuff that I could buy merch from. Mostly, you're just gonna get like art books, and I have her art books and all that. And she's just an amazing artist. Her stories are always so enriched in angst that you can't help but like love them. You just want to know what's gonna happen next. What drama is she gonna create? So she's fantastic for that. And so she's always been one of my all-time favorite artists. Sadly, one I never got to meet. I did meet my other second favorite artist, which is Yu Higiri. She does a lot of boys love and manga. You might know like Cantarella and gosh, there's so many I can't think of the names right now. I'm like, I have some over here, but yeah, Ludwig too. She did one, and then some there. But yeah, she does a lot of yaoi art. I did get to meet her at one of the yaoi cons, and she was very sweet.
What about Kaoru Mori? I think I killed her name,
Probably.
but I think that's getting flipped backwards, unfortunately.
Kaoru Mori, yeah.
Yeah. She also does Emma, although I don't have Emma. But
I have like random volumes of Emma.
Bride Story, I love.
One of the animes I really enjoy is Chobits.
Oh, Clamp.
I collected all the soundtracks. This is my second set of soundtracks on Chobits.
Awesome. Oh, I do have Fushigi soundtracks now that you bring that up.
Oh, that's awesome. Really like that.
This is the Japanese release. This is not the Pioneer.
Yeah, those are the nice ones.
I do have a copy. I do have a set of the Pioneers too. So now the singles are the hardest to get of the opening and ending songs. This is you open it up.
I really like the color palette on that album. That's cool.
Yeah.
This is all right.
Those are awesome. And that's
Yeah, I got the whole
those are the
set for,
Japanese releases also.
Yeah, these are all Japanese releases, the
Cool.
singles, and they've kind of spread it out, which is how I figured out what they were doing. That got all that off eBay for like 95, and of course I collected the magazine covers with Chi on them.
Very nice. I love that magazine, by the way. It's such a
Yeah,
fun
that magazine is fantastic.
And this is an insert too from another magazine with some of the song stuff in it, and I think there's another one that has an interview with the singer, artists, and stuff.
I have
in
a
it.
couple of those anime song magazines too. Not that one particularly, but those are nice magazines too.
Yeah. And then, of course, the art book. This is more of a compendium for the TV series.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's
So it's got like
cool.
setting materials and
And
that kind of thing in it.
it's one of the reasons why it got me into
Whoa.
the Ginga and Duga stuff.
That's very nice. Again, old clap when it was good.
And
Momoko is another one that
some of the recent Duga I acquired.
That's really neat.
Ginga and Duga. So
Very nice.
Yeah.
Tommy, can you show that again?
Yep. Yeah, Momoko's got quite a few both art magazines and
Wow.
figures
That's awesome.
that they've illustrated for. But yeah, Momoko's definitely a favorite as well.
Really cool. Some of mine that I really like. I've got a couple here. Let's see. Gosh, I can't remember the character designer, but it's Studio Dwam did the animation for Shiki. And this is actually in my top 10 favorite anime of all time. It's one of those that I can like rewatch over and over again. It's so good. And I'm still trying to acquire the Japanese sets. But I love the character art like of Megumi on this. It's just like so awesome. and it's just such a nice release. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get a hold of the Japanese release because one of the store bonuses, was a telephone card with Megumi on it, and it was like some exclusive illustration, just like crazy. But yeah, this was the special box that's like now out of print for the U.S. release that Fun Animation did. But yeah, I love the character designs on that one. Another one of my favorites is Hiroshi Shimizu. Hiroshi Shimizu had worked on Cowboy Bebop a little bit, but Shimizu is the character designer for Michiko to Hatchin.
Ah, it's a good
And
one.
Shimizu also did the character designs for a one-off episode that they screened in theaters here in the States called Children of Either.
Ah,
That was really cool. I think they premiered it before the Yuri on Ice marathon when they premiered all 12 episodes of the theater, which was really awesome experience. But yeah, I love the just the designs on it. It's so cool. Also, what's really neat is some of these releases you may have seen an older post in a Biz Collectors group, but they also have like locale information and then like recipes featured in some of the episodes. They actually have like how to make them, which is like really cool. But yeah, Hiroshi Shimizu is really, really awesome. I love the art design, and then the color choice too on each set is like amazing. Like this is volume one. It includes a little like pouch bag you can hold stuff in. This one you can actually find on Amazon Japan for like 700 yen. But most of the single volumes are out of print. Like I think it's this one, volume 11 is like $400 now, because the studio doesn't really exist anymore. Studio Manglobe. But yeah, Hiroshi Shimizu, awesome, great stuff. Um, yeah, I just love the art style. One of the other ones I really like is Eisaku Kobanuchi, who does Carol on Tuesday. Really like that stuff. And then the creator of Sara Zanmai. Cannot remember the artist's name, but I absolutely love the artwork. It's a really weird premise too. Characters turn into kappa, and it's really interesting. So here's like some of the volumes for that. I we got one art book actually coming in the mail. Um, but yeah, Kunihiko Ikuhara designed the show, so it's really awesome. The one who did Revolutionary Girl Utena and Mawaru Penguin Drum, which is another one I collect as well, is the art books which you've seen before. I also like Kentaro Yubuki, who does Darling in the Franxx, and I think they did, what was it, To Love Ru? I actually have not seen the anime. Um, it kind of looks like garbage, but
Well, you got to go to the darkness to get any kind of real story. I mean, the first seasons come. Other than the name, has very little to do with the manga. With a little to do with the manga. But as it goes on, it does kind of get closer and closer to what it needs to be.
yeah,
I'll tell you what. There's one artist that I don't understand why he doesn't get enough attention. It's the guy that does 5 Star Stories.
oh yeah.
oh
Magumon.
yeah.
Well, I got 25th anniversary collection. I got art books. I got the anime from 80 Vision. I don't understand why there are people out there like the Liji that will be well known. The aforementioned Sonata, and the older folks like me know about Kias Mejia and stuff like that. But it's just a wonder to me why there is very little to no recognition to one of the most important artists we have in manga, quite easily. I mean, the manga has never really arrived in America in its true form. There was a Toys press release, large size graphic novel, a super large one. There were 2 releases of that, one of the books of 1 through 10. I think there's a few more that never did reach to America. But it's one of those things I keep on harping on through the times that of all the different kinds of manga that's coming out, the wonderful stuff from the guy that did Berserk and the Trigun and the Overlord, light novels. There's a certain amount of critical mass that has been hit. There's so much coming out, but this is the lone dude that haven't got anything. So I wonder why. I just don't understand the reason why. Why is it because of the money that's required? Is it because of for some strange reason they can't bring it to America because it's just too complicated, or they just feel that there's no money in it for them? But if that was up to me, I would snatch it up each one possible.
Yeah, it could be licensing issues. Maybe someone has tried to license it, and maybe it's just been an issue.
I hope it's not another Harmony Gold thing, where
Yeah, really.
we hold this property in our death grip. We're not going to let it go unless we have this certain things that happened.
Yeah.
It-
That
you
reminds me
know,
of like older anime. There was one, gosh, I actually recently discovered, called Run Melos.
oh yes, Fun
And
Nails.
I actually, there's somebody I follow on
No longer
Twitter
human.
who does a lot of interesting posts about lost media, and that would be one of them because it never got released on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't believe it ever got released here. I could be wrong.
Never has. I got the laser disc.
Laserdisc. Yep, there's a Laserdisc released. But I really like the character designer for it. It's Hiroyuki Akiura. Just seeing it, it just looks amazing. Just like the really detailed lines of the characters and that sort of thing. You can really tell that there was a lot of care taken into that movie, and I would love to see that here in the States. Like I would like to see a nice adequate 4K release or something.
I
Oh,
agree that
Brandon.
it has not been released yet. It's another one I would think. What was I was thinking about? Oh yeah, Elementors. That's another anime which I guess got only thing it got was the import. Wait a second. Is this it? Yeah, this is the import. You can't get it. They can't get it in America. It's kind of hard to see, but if I just can, this one of the kind of animes which I wish there for whatever crazy reason has never got to America. This is even rare in Japan. So thank God for Anna, but if it wasn't for that, and because there's some things that they have to go to the dark roads of the back roads and try to find the show on it. And I'm not going to, of course, mention anything how to get it here. But I've watched it for the first time. It's because I saw some blurb somewhere on the internet. I thought, well, that looks pretty cool. Whereas well, it's not available, so I guess I'll go ahead and take care of it the old-fashioned way. And I've downloaded the film. It was a film, just one film, but it's excellent. Just like when I first got involved with Five Star Stories, the first time I saw it was in a bootleg, believe it or not. I went to a mysterious convention a while ago, and I saw, along with, that's like when picking up, figuring out about with Guyver, Out of Control. I said, oh, it's pretty cool. I just thought it was really cool, and I really thought that Five Star Stories was really interesting too, and the art design. But it's one of those things. You know, it just boggles my mind that why it has not been released with all the stuff we're getting. There has never been so much anime in America. There has never been so much anime. I know we're only scratching the surface that's available, from Japan, but man, we got to a point where almost we have infinite number of isekais and romance comedy situations. That there has been some holes that needs to be redone.
Totally
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that, I mean, Arta, to mention, like Domino already mentioned what Tasia used, so that's also one of my favorites as well. I have a good chunk of her art books, all of Fushigi Yugi, Seres,
Stuff.
Alice 19th. I mean, Imadoki. So there's so many of those. But one of the other artists that I love is Narumi Kakino Uchi, who did Vampire Princess Miyu
Absolutely.
and The Wonder, which we never got volume 3 in the US. Iron Cat Studio only released volumes 1 and 2, so you have to get that from Japan. I mean, there's a lot of her other works that never came out here because I have a few that I've picked up that never came stateside, and I'm very surprised, but I'm also not at the same time.
I try to collect her stuff too. I have Shaolin Sisters. I have Dahlia. It's beautiful. Wanderer.
Oh yeah, Julianne is
Julianne,
another
yes.
one that I like she did.
Her art is just beautiful. It's very light strokey. She's like, I don't know if you are familiar with the American artist David Mack, very brush strokey. That's kind of how her style is, but in the, of course, Japanese style.
Yeah, no, I agree. And she has so many works that just haven't made it here. And I mean, as much as I feel like the US likes horror, I'm very surprised on that aspect.
Like the lady that does the Ogre Slayer.
Yeah.
That was one of them. The Ogre Slayer. She does all the weird occult stuff.
Yep.
I got several more books in them.
Kei Kusunoki, right? Kei Kusunoki is the one that did that, right?
I just thought it was her name had a Y in it, something like that. It's one of the I think she did something like was it Innocent W, the Ogre Slayer, a few other ones. But what's it that was what was it something Virgin something. That's I just having a mind blank on that
We
one.
have another
Bitter Virgin, bitter Virgin. It's one of those things, it's a very dark manga. I really like it. It's well drawn, but that's probably never. I haven't seen it come to America yet, so I got scanlations and stuff like that.
Speaking of dark artists, no one beats Kariyuki.
Kaoriyuki, yes,
Yes,
Godchild.
you did. I can't say it. Something Orchestra.
Oh, Godchild, I have that on the manga. Oh my
FK.
gosh.
Angel
Yeah, I have that sitting
Sanctuary.
on my bookshelf. Oh
Here's
my
the
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so good.
Fairy Cube. And
I love
then, of
Fairy
course,
Cube.
the most iconic, by the way, Angel
Oh
Sanctuary.
yeah,
Angel
I love Angel
Sanctuary, yep.
Sanctuary either, but I haven't seen that in forever.
She also did Alice in Murderland, and she's got a lot of hardcover books that are floating around in America right now. I have them. They're not near me. They're in another section I can't reach at the moment. But
Fairy Cube was also really good. I mean, I loved her artwork, and I like the gothic style she does.
she does a very gothic style, and I appreciate Kariyuki. I know she has a lot of questionable material, especially with Angel Sanctuary, the whole brother sister thing. But there's a reason for it. You have to read it. um, she is phenomenally detailed, which is something that not a lot of artists do. I mean, here, look at this. Look how detailed that is. It's almost Clamp-esque with the details sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's Fairy Cube I'm showing you there.
Which one was that one from? Oh, Fairy Cube. Okay.
Fairy Cube, yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I never heard of that one.
It's only 3 volumes. The other artist that I was remembering is I never remember his name, but he's Plastic Little. What's his name?
The god. Oh yeah, the Usabara.
Yeah.
The Plastic Little and
Urashihara.
Land Gesture and Landscraper or
Satoshi Urashihara. Satoshi Urashihara.
I have his Cell Works and Venus, and that's a couple art books I got from him. He's kind of faded in the background too, along with Mikimoto. Wonder what happened. This had a Kickstarter with Megazone 23, and I do like Mikimoto. He did the design for Macross stuff as well. It's one of those iconic people that is It
It's
kind of
getting
wish
old,
they had a little
unfortunately.
more exposure these days, like it did in the back in the 80s. Time for sure. See if there's anything available. Very cute.
And Wes, want to share something?
One of the other ones I also really like is Arena Tanimura.
Oh yes, I do like her
She
stuff
did
too.
Gentleman's Alliance, Full Moon Osagashite, and I just love the beauty and the detail of her artwork because she kind
Very
of
good.
reminds me of, she's not as detailed maybe per se as Watase Yu, but she still has the detail around her. I mean, she also has the iconic big eyes, which are
Yes,
extremely like colored in detail, and I love that.
I love that too. I wish I didn't grab her as an idol or whatever, and now I'm kind of regretting not having it.
I don't, was it Ion?
Or maybe it's no, I have Ion. Let me see what it's called. It's called let me look it up. Let's see. Trying to remember. I'm like, okay, what was it? Gentleman's Alliance. If I can get her name. Okay. Arena Tanimura. What is that one called? It's called it's one of her current ones. Idle Dreams. Yeah.
Has that one come to the States yet?
Yeah. There's already I think they're all here. I think there's 7 volumes. Well, that might not be that hard to find. I don't have the first volume. It's just been sitting around.
I'll
The
have to
one,
pick that one up. I'm a bit of a little behind on a lot of the new manga, so that's
Me
good to know.
too. With her, let me. I'm pulling it up on Crunchyroll to see how many volumes are available.
the one I really, I'm a huge fan of Ayazawa, and I love Nana. So like I've got the steel book.
Yep, that's a beautiful
Yeah.
release.
Oh, yeah. I know it's awesome. I was like so happy. And then I've also got all 4 box sets of Viz Media's DVD
Nice.
releases
Oh,
as
that's
well.
amazing. Those
Wish I
those
had
are
them.
so hard to find now.
Oh
I
yeah,
wish
they
I.
are. Yeah. But I'm like, I love her stuff. It's so good. Paradise Kiss is really good. I've actually got. I own a bunch of Cookie magazines, and
Nice.
one of them came with actual whole deck of exclusive illustration playing cards.
Oh,
Nice.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
which
neat.
is like
Awesome.
really awesome. Um, and then like another edition, and it always came out in the January issue, and it came out after she got sick. Um, and this was like an Ayazawa calendar, so it was all illustrations, exclusive illustrations that she did. Just absolutely breathtaking. Just the stuff that she does is just amazing. Um, I like this one a lot. This one's really good.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
Luna, back to you. All 7 volumes are available on Crunchyroll, and they're like $8 a piece. So
Well, I might bite since I ended
me
up
too,
getting a
eventually.
premium account.
Yeah, same.
And like some of the other stuff I got when I got Paradise Kiss here in the States with the box set were postcards, exclusive postcards.
Were those in the collector's box for Paradise Kiss?
Yes. Uh huh. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go look in mine because it's been
Yeah.
years since I've opened it, and I have that
Yeah.
collector's
It was
box.
the Genion release. Another one I have is this one, which is really awesome. I don't remember where I got this one from, but it was released by Shoujo Beat. Um, yeah, this one's really cool. And then I've also got the art book for Nana. I also have another copy of the cards as well, one open, one not opened. Um, and then yeah, here's the art book. Art book is awesome. I got this for like $200 at my uh, at the anime place that I go to every November. It's got a nice like slipcover. I
200
love,
bucks.
I love this. This was
Wow,
awesome.
what makes it that kind of value there,
I guess
Brandon?
just hard to find. I actually have not been able to find this again. Um, it's just her stuff is sometimes really hard to find. She also like wanted to be a fashion designer. She always said that if she wasn't gonna be a manga artist, she was gonna go into fashion design, and you can clearly see, like, yeah, it's pretty awesome. It also came with some exclusive art as well, like this Black Stones poster, and it also came with an ad,
Nice.
which is really awesome. It's double sided as well, which is like super cool. I go crazy over Ayazawa stuff, so whenever I hear anybody like talk about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this one's great. Love this one. I hope that she is better, like she gets better and goes back to Nana and that kind of thing. So, because it's been on
Yeah.
hiatus for a long time. Um, but yeah, Ayazawa's stuff. Another one I really like is oh my gosh, make sure I know the name right. Is Akemi Yoshida, who did Banana Fish.
Oh yeah.
Really, really like that style. Just because it's like it's very realistic, um, and it's very like colorful as well. Um, I don't know. I like that style a lot. Um, just really, really cool. I actually have the box somewhere over here. Oh yeah, I've got the box somewhere over here. But I've also got some clear files and that kind of thing. The other one I really like is Nisi Oisan. But some of the character designers that did the anime that worked alongside Nisi Oisan, so like Akio Watanabe, I think was one of the artists. And they did Kizumonogatari, the anime films. Because I've got all three Japanese sets. Um, came with a storage box as well, but I don't have that. That's like super hard
That's
to
a
find.
is a Kizu Monogatari.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. The pre-order release for the first volume came with this really slick binder.
Oh, that's cool.
that
Yeah,
looks cool.
and
I
it
like it.
also each volume came with special miniature reproduction frames,
That's
and so
cool.
you could put the frames in
And
the.
the Japanese have all the cool stuff, and we get left with the leftover.
Seriously, I know, right? Like
And
what?
half the fun of doing the collection was getting stuff that looks like that. But all we get
Yeah,
are the thin sets, and I do like the anime, but for the artistic look of the collection, it's nice to have some stuff in there that I said, wow, I like to look at it. That is actually really cool.
That's
yeah.
cool.
It's very neat. I think each volume came with like 3 or 4 miniature keyframes, which is like super neat.
I don't have anything like that in my collection anywhere.
The only other time I remember them doing this, even for like a US release, was Roka no Yusha did a special. This was interesting. They did a pre order bonus on Right Stuff for Roka no Yusha where you got to have like this hour-and-a-half long meeting on like Zoom to meet with the director, the singer of the opening song, 2 of the cast, and 1 of the producers, and you get to talk to them about the show. Like it was so cool. But one of the bonuses was a couple of actual keyframes, which was really cool. I like this one a lot. I think this one might be my favorite. Um, but yeah, it was a neat experience because you got to connect with people that worked on an anime, which was really really neat. Um, yeah, that one's really cool. Yeah, so it came with quite a few of them. I think the Aniplex store actually had some other ones too, that weren't part of the Amazon Japan set that I got. So there were like dozens of them. So yeah, so that's the special binder. I found this binder online on from Japan. I don't know if it includes the art pieces, but I found it for like $15 on there. So if I find that again, I'll let any of you know.
Now, a recent artist I did accidentally found was somebody the name of Fuji Choco. That she's been doing have like 3 of her art books. She also did that
Oh
was
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
she designed. I think it was a Rimu from the Toho project, and then there was Wise Man Apprentice. I think it's called. She did all the covers of the light novel. This particular one has. It's kind of hard for me to show. Just it was just stuff from Fate and a few more other shows. I mean, it's kind of stuff. I just like her artwork. I just one of those things I just found that I would definitely would like to see more. And it so happened for whatever reason, I think Anna was panning back and forth on a section of art books, and it so happens, what's that? I said, what's that? Let's see that. And she pulled it out and said, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I found out and there was name was Fuji Choco, and she did did other things. So I had to absolutely had to grab each and every single art book I could get my hands on. I think I have either have 3 or 4 of these things.
That reminds me of like when I first got into a show. I wasn't like fully invested yet until I saw the character art. So like Samurai Flamenco was a perfect example because like Shinatsu Kurohana is one of those artists that like she does a lot of otome stuff. Um, but like the Samurai Flamenco release, like this is box set 2. Um, and so like each of the artwork, like the even the volumes,
All right, flamenco.
yeah, great. It never got licensed here. Only it streamed on
One of
Crunchyroll,
those.
I think, but there was never a physical release. And Aniplex
Like, what,
promised a home
just like
video release, and they
recreators.
never did anything with it. And I was like, those jerks! I can't believe
Yeah,
that.
I can blame Amazon for that.
Yeah, really, I know. Um, but yeah, like one of my favorite ones is, and I mentioned this before, but I really like this. This one's awesome. Um, but yeah, the boxes you can get with like volume 4 and 5. So if you like the artwork on the boxes, you just have to get those volumes. Um, but yeah, I really like Kurohana's art. Um, another one I really like is oh, I've got it in here somewhere. Oh, um, Kotoyama, who does Dagashi Kashi, I think, did one called Idaten, Peaceful Generations. It's a Noitimina series, but this is the storage box for it for getting all 3 volumes. Um,
Kind of
I think there's
reminiscent of the Fooly Cooley art box from was it AN? I think AN Entertainment put out.
oh yeah, the Fooly Cooley one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have that one. I want to get that one though. I've got the FLCL Progressive Alternative box set. I like the artwork to that. That one's cool.
I like the artwork better on that one.
Yeah, that one's really cool. Yeah, I've got that somewhere. Um,
Yeah,
the other one I really like.
here it is. I guess I'll wait until Brandon comes back.
Yeah, let me zoom in.
There we go. Here's the Fooly Cooley box.
Ooh, whoa! Is that the U.S. release?
U.S. release.
What
Yep, this is the
are
topper.
they thin packs or are they
These
single
are
volumes?
just like got these inner artwork. I haven't even this like I haven't even opened this in donkey's years, but it has these
Whoa,
blister like packages
that's
like this,
awesome.
like that. Comes in
Whoa,
colors.
I really
I
like
did.
the line art and the inside.
There is a line art booklet that comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got I think it's a what is it, interviews. interviews and stuff like that. That's what America used to get back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, now we get thin stuff.
Yeah.
What else we get in here? There's some more stuff. All these art cards, art card things that came inside the box. There it is.
The
These
colors
art
on it
cards.
remind me of the 5.1 remix editions of the Cowboy Bebop DVD release here in the States. It's got
Oh,
that kind
the
of
one
tone
from
to 'em.
Amazon
What's that?
was the one you're talking about. The one from Amazon.
No, it's
That
different. They
four color.
released no, they released single volume sets back in like 2001, and it was a 5.1 remix edition.
Oh,
And it was
there was a remix.
yeah, there was a remix version Amazon released, but there was another version that was it Geneon that did it or Bandai? Might have been Bandai that released it.
Because the only other place that did, I think, that did the Cowboy Bebop was Funimation. They had a couple of different releases of it. Some other company did the Knocking on Heaven's Door DVD. I don't think it was the normal company that released it.
It was Sony. Sony released it.
Oh yeah, Sony. Because I've got
One of those strange things that happened, but now we have Aniplex and Sony Crunchimation to take care of our needs now. So
yeah, I can't remember who the original licensor was for those 5.1 sets because the
For
same
Bebop,
distributor.
it was Bandai.
Bandai, man,
Was
this is
it
the
was it
only
Bandai?
It
one.
was
Okay,
Bandai.
It's got to be Bandai.
Yeah.
There's
okay,
any other
yeah,
company
that's,
that did
that
any
sounds right.
kind of
Yeah,
release Tokyo, to come with Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, like the original set, then had a remix, and then had another box set.
yeah.
Uh,
There's like a
there's all
million different
kinds.
releases for it.
Just like with Escaflowne, there was like 10 different releases of it. It's one of those things. Ironically, they didn't do too many different releases of Gundam. If there was enough Gundam available, yeah. So there's kind of one of those. Little bit. If you try to get the whole thing from Gundam, it's going to be difficult to do. And so, but yeah,
No, I
uh,
still have that. I have that Cowboy Bebop remix. I forgot I had it. I didn't get rid of it, but it is Bandai.
Okay,
I
it's
figured
yeah,
the
it's
only
kind of what I
company that could
thought, but I
possibly
couldn't
have done it
remember.
because Funimation. I think they just had that Blu-ray disc set they put out. Bandai also did a phonograph record release of it, like a phonograph record, kind of looking a special set, much like the was it like Soul Eater had the same kind of thing. There was something available like that again from Darker Than Black. They had a big photo album looking thing. That
Oh
was
yeah, that packaging is so obnoxious, and a lot of people had issues with the discs because they kept coming disjointed from the packaging. So I have it. Um, and my set's fine, but I rarely take it out of the packaging because it's like a portfolio type box and it's really easy to break or mess up the packaging.
Oh, yeah.
So I kept my DVD set of Darker Than Black and just shoved that in season 2 art box. So I usually watch the DVD over the Blu-ray because that packaging is obnoxious and it's worth too much money to keep taking it out.
Tell me about it.
Makes
I think
sense.
it's
Yeah,
like that because the Darker Than Black Gemini was a season 2 had space in it for whatever
Yep.
reason. I saw jammed the first set. I think I had a bargain set available. And I jammed it in there, and then I jammed the Gemini set. So I wonder why. Well, if they won't bring back the Darker Than Black, it's a primo, it's a primo release. If you can spend $2,000 to get a set from back then, I guess you can do it. But now you can't have it.
what's interesting about the Darker Than Black release is that there was a Japanese Blu-ray release. If I recall, the soundtrack was in 7.1 Dolby Sound when they released it. There was like some weird like 2 or 3 disc set. I have it on my computer, but I remember reading something about it, and it was some like really weird like it was in 7.1 like wave. No, it was like PCM format, like what Blu-ray uses a lot of times for their audio. So yeah, I think it was the Japanese like collector's set that had it. It was really interesting.
Another clamp title that seems to get buried amongst everything else is Triple X Holic.
Oh yeah.
These are, believe it or not, these are official fan guides and the art books, and they're no larger than the size of manga. These are the original Japanese releases.
I remember those. I don't have any of those. That's cool.
They're a little frustrating to look at because the imaging and some of them, when you want to look at the artwork, are so small you can't really see the details unless you have a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
So this is from the official extra guide, and they had one on the movie. And then Del Rey put out a Tsubasa character guide.
I've got that.
I do
Yeah, I got
too.
this one at a thrift store. So
Yeah, mine was a thrift store as well.
Same.
I do have
But-
speaking of those mini guard, I have one readily I could go grab. You guys will recognize the art, I think.
yeah, that's another anime title that starts off okay. So it's a kind of a what would you call it, a mystery title type deal where it gets in the occult and stuff like that, but then it gets really dark and towards the end of it.
My friend who gave me this particular manga gave me her fan book just recently. Don't know if you recognize the artwork, but it's
Yeah.
Red River.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm still missing volumes of that, and it is impossible to get them.
I am so happy. So I went to Hastings, and me and my friend had been she'd buy them, and I'd read them, and I went and they had volume 28, and I was thinking, I thought we finished it with 27. I'm like, I don't know if we have 28. Well, I bought it anyways, and I was so glad I did because now I have the whole series, and I'm leaving it alone. And then she sent me this, and I'm like, oh, I love you so much, and it's cool. It's got like little character arts, and I know it's hard to see. It's got here's the postcard she sent it with me, but it's got maps. So it's it's got some color pages, not a lot. See, there's the
I didn't realize that existed. That is awesome.
I didn't either. I guess Flower Comics distributed it.
Speaking
Yeah,
of,
it even has like a little timeline types thing.
well, that's
I
cool.
mean, it's mostly just like text and stuff. But yeah. Oh look, there's Xxaholic
Yeah, it's the U.S.
for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Tsubasa one. I think they made one for the other set. I don't have it, but
Oh, you must be talking about the hard set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard set.
I don't have the other box for the other single volumes, but
Yeah, I just have them on let's see, the single volumes and then the save edition. I wish they would have released the second season OVAs over here too. You can only find those online.
There you go. There we go. You talk about this set.
yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah, this one. I think this
Awesome.
particular one signed by somebody.
Oh, really?
But it's one of those things that just grabbed from somebody. He forced me to buy this because I wanted to get a particular Clanhead art box that he had. And he said, I'm not going to sell you the art box without having to buy the other stuff. I said, okay, I guess I'll buy the Tsubasa thing.
Wow.
And I really don't want it, but but it's one of those things.
I call Tsubasa cheese because of the whole fact that they'll never finish it. I'm so salty.
Speaking of manga, I mean, I have a little bit of a collection, even for Japanese
What? Yeah,
manga.
manga? What?
But like,
This is the Clanhead art box someone was talking about. I
ooh,
saw it and I really had to have it. I think
Oh.
this is from Taiwan for some odd reason, but it did fit the DVD collection from Sentai Filmworks. I just like the art box so much.
That's
So
so
I guess I'll
cool.
sacrifice my soul and get it. The art box cost me like $100 itself. So man. But they said, well, if you want it, then you can have it for $100. I said, ah. So that was crazy. I said, well, it's just big enough to help hold my collection from the original Clan ad. So I said, yeah, I'll do it.
What region is that from? Did you say
I think it's
Taiwan?
Taiwan. I mean, well,
Whoa, that's
the DVD,
interesting.
the DVDs themselves are American,
Yeah,
but this, I believe, this art box is legal. It's not a bootleg, but it's from Taiwan, if I
that's
remember correctly.
awesome. I love the art.
I like it too. I
So
like Clan
cool.
ad.
Why he has
At
it.
that time, I was really obsessed by it because of the storyline being kind of up and down when it comes with the emotion thing, with anything with Key. Any classic Key work is going to be up and down like that,
Yeah.
and feel like your emotional wreck at the end of the show. And Clannad was just like that, after story
Yeah.
particularly. So yeah, I like it. I think I watched it three or four or five times.
I really like the artist Kosh. She did Gangsta. This is volume 8. I actually got this one. I have all the other ones, but I like this one because it came with an exclusive illustration card, which is really neat. But I've got the Japanese set. I've got that somewhere here. Where did that go? Somewhere over here. Oh, here it is. But yeah, I think I've shown this to you all before.
Looks like Gangsta again.
Yeah, this includes subtitles. But it's weird because when Mangler went out of business, they had
Monogram.
already released the first 2 volumes, and then they put the other ones on hiatus for like 2 years. When they continued to release them, the same year that they were releasing volumes 3 through 6, Fun Animation was going to release the box set earlier than Japan was going to release volumes 5 and 6. And I was like, that's weird. Like, what? It's so bizarre. So I wonder because they made a lot of animation changes, fixes from the broadcast, and still to this day, I don't know if Fun Animation's release was using the broadcast for the final episodes or if they were using the Japanese Blu-rays, like the masters they got from Japan, and released it before Japan released their home video, which was wondering if that would have been more expensive to do that.
That's
I
an
don't know. It's
interesting
weird.
situation. There was
Yeah, it is.
I remember there was an anime. It was called Sakura Diaries. It was
Uh
released
huh.
by AV. They
Yeah.
actually did have two separate releases. I don't know if any other case had happened that way, where on one set is called the collector's edition that has the uncensored laser disc set, encoding on it, and then you have the edited one that came in the like a what 1, 2, 3, 4 disc set. I didn't know why they had to have it that way, but it's one of the few examples where I have where you got the same title that had two different versions of it, and unless you had the both versions, you wouldn't have the whole thing.
So wild, right? It's just so
Real
weird.
thing, there's some strange in the back in the day. There's some strange releases on what was available. Going back, like talking about five-star stories where ADV put on a super thin cardboard, not even cardboard, paper covered thing, and it came out and then vanished. I think it still can get some disc sets on eBay, but you're gonna have to spend some money to get it. I guess, well, one person I thought was interesting that has been around for a long time that's kind of like that comes and goes is this guy named Go Nagai. He
Oh
put out stuff
Yeah.
like Wings and
Devilman.
Zero, Devilman, something called like Delinquent School, stuff like that. I have several of his works available, and
yeah.
with the Devilman Crybaby, that's a major big set. I tell you what, man, that's the closest thing we ever got to a true Devilman release. And I think it even had with subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That is such a gorgeous release. I still have that on my list to get it someday.
I need to get a set. That's about $250 or even somewhere around there. So it's no excuse for me for not having it, other than pure laziness. I should just grab it. It's just I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna have to put it with my big box set somehow.
It is the heaviest. It was probably the heaviest release I've ever ordered. It came in 3 boxes.
Oh
And I was
boy.
like, what did I order? Did I order like a tractor or something? Like,
Mhm.
what is going on here? Like, these feel like giant weights. Like, this thing is like super thick. But I really like the art design on this. This is
It's
awesome.
beautiful. There's no excuse for me not to have it.
And it's got a really nice.
Hmm.
Set right there. But yeah, it does come with subtitles, which is really nice. I feel like I'm like, thanks Netflix, because they did that with Be the Beginning also, because their Japanese
Yeah.
set also had subtitles, and I think that one had the
That had
dub
a physical
as
release.
well.
But
So
yeah, when I
here's
expected
the
there was a release. Was it Shout that put it out, or the Discotheque, or
It was Shout. Shout had
it was
it.
Shout?
Yeah.
But we did get B the beginning though, which is a good news because it's one of those
Yeah.
things that not in. Yeah, it's a obscure release.
They're releasing something too soon that's also from Netflix, and I'm like, oh hey, stuff is coming out. I'm still waiting for a release here for the Eternal movie. Obviously, it's gonna take forever to get the Cosmos movie. Now that just dropped on for Sailor Moon. I was gonna say Silent Hill, Sailor Moon, but so something's coming out that was on Netflix. I'm trying to remember what it was, but someone posted it the other day. I was like, oh look at that, a Netflix release is actually getting a physical.
Another title of the series I really like is Samurai Girl, Samurai Bride by
Oh yeah,
Nishi. This is the more uh,
yes,
easier on the eye cover artwork
I
because I
love.
have the
That's cool.
art books for the 2
That is
series.
really nice.
More risque on the cover.
I have one
So
of the art books, not for that series, but his other one with the Western girls. I can't remember what it is.
yeah,
It was a game. Um,
uh,
I can't think of the game right now, but yeah. Art is phenomenal though. Definitely draws beautiful ladies. Draws beautiful guys too. Oh yeah. Gun Sword. Good
Oh, that's
time.
my next sword. That's a Genon release. There was another. I could have sworn there was another release from Funimation on that as well. A thin pack.
There was a thin pack release. Yeah, there was.
It's another title that does not deserve to be forgotten. It's an excellent
No,
series.
yeah. Well,
You know,
because it was.
just faded into into the ether, and now it's a forgotten title. You know,
Yeah,
I
because
guess if you're going to be watching that, or if you would rather watch Bleach and Bleach One Out.
yeah, it was interesting because like the director Goro Taniguchi, this is like the precursor to Code Geass, because he made that.
What? I've
Yeah,
heard that story.
yeah, he made that. And so a lot of the elements you'll see in Gun X Sword are presented in Code Geass. Yeah, and I always wondered why this show never took off, which is interesting because a lot of the music too. There's kind of an homage to Gun X Sword and Geass. There's another one he did. Was it Gasaraki? I think. Was the other one he
Asaraki, yeah,
did? Yeah.
that's from ADV, also
Yeah.
from Discotech.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he also did Gasaraki as well. He's known for doing a lot of like human
that one-
drama mixed with mecha. Like it's really interesting.
it's a little more political on the Gasaraki thing, on the Gasaraki show. All about military, some sort of paramilitary group that uses armor tech to take care of business. It's kind of a slow watch, but it has a fantastic storyline. So it's
Soundtrack's
a
really good too.
it's a kind of an odd kind of how it connects to the past in an odd way. And so what? There was all this stuff in the beginning with the Kabuki thing, but, but if you wanted to watch something that's quite a bit different from what we get to watch these days, then Gasaraki is going to be very interesting. I picked up the first volume because it looked like blood. That's so I saw at my local video game store of all places. What's this? I said, it looks bloody, so let's go ahead and buy it.
That's always a good option. So good. So good.
So Gasaraki, Code Geass, and Gunzo X Sword they're all somehow connected,
Yeah.
by the character designer.
By the character designer, the director. It's kind of like in the same vein as another one of my favorite character designers is Masayoshi Tanaka, who did the artwork for Ano Hana, The Flower We Saw That Day, Anthem of the Heart, Your Name, Weathering with You, and Suzume. I think that Tanaka also did the character designs for Darling in the Franxx. Has that kind of nice, like, soft character designs where it's not like tons of detail, but like there's just enough to make it very moe. So, yeah. I also like the character designer that does Spy Family as well.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
I think the only thing I got from that is the manga. I haven't picked up the anime yet.
Same.
That
I
was
have
awesome.
the first 12 volumes.
In my collection.
I also got these exclusive cards at Anime Central last year, which are really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I went to their Wit Studio panel, and it was just like mind blowing. Just like the way they discussed how they did a panel on how they animated the opening sequence, and so they showed like rough sketches, and then they showed the entire process. And I was like, that's just so awesome. I also really like the artist that does Call the Night as well, which is really cool. Yeah, just like that style. And what else? Let's see. Here's another one by Anime Central.
Yep, I have that one too.
It's so cute. I like
It's
it.
really cute.
Yeah, I think this is the one that does the character designs for the Fate Heaven's Feel movies. I thought.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yep.
Here's another Shikishi. I like the Ranking of Kings as well. It's another one of my favorites.
I have one
Call the
Shikishi
Night.
I like to show off. I'll go get it.
I like the Shikishi. I want to see more of the. I want to see more of Licorice Recoil. I like what they're doing with that show. So yeah, I like that. I like the art design to
Yep.
that. It's
Definitely.
nice. And Darling in the Franxx. And then another Ranking of Kings. I like the art style of that one too because it's very simple. There's Beastar's original soundtrack. Millionaire Detective. Yeah, that one's cool.
I got a Shikishi I'm very proud of.
Got another Shikishi of Ranking of Kings. Same one.
That's Gundam.
Slayer.
Yeah, I got Amano. Amano Ray. No,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Do you know how I got that?
Kaguya.
Oh, that's a nice one. I like that.
I answered the Gundam questions on Anime in America.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I answered. They had like 5 questions, and this was when they finally brought the original Gundam to Toonami, and I was like, "Well, I know
Oh,
the
gosh,
answer,"
I remember that.
and I won the Shikishi of Amuro.
nice.
Yeah, I kind of wish I got Shark as far as cooler, but at the same time he was wearing a stupid helmet, so you know what? But I'm very proud of that. It's completely signed by the creator of Gundam, which is freaking amazing. But yeah, here you go. See, here was the other one. So I could have gotten Char, and then the Amuro one was right there.
Yeah.
So there were the 5 questions. They sent me a little thank you
That is
letter,
really cool.
and so yeah, I was April of 2002 apparently.
Wow.
I'm proud of that. And I just answered it on a whim. I'm like, I ain't gonna win. And then I was like, holy crap, I won.
Congrats.
I also like the character art for oh gosh, what's that called? Wave, Listen to Me.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
like her for that too.
Yeah, that one's really cool. It's Hiraki Samura. I can't remember what else they've done, but I've got the set. Um, let's see if I
I think I did something.
No. I'm multitasking. Guys are so quiet. Say things. Or typing about.
Kind of interesting what Brandon's trying to find. That wave listen to me thing.
yeah, trying
I
to
also
find
like
it.
of course, the Naoko Takeuchi art for Sailor Moon. I mean, iconic Sailor Moon art is always great. Not a fan of the art.
A series of art books you can get, both with the manga related, with the hardbounds. Then you have the software related with the anime. I think
Yeah,
I got
I
the whole
bought
thing.
the latest novel that, or the latest art book, because it's cheaper than the older ones now. So, and I have the Eternal art book that came out when Eternal came out. That's still sealed. I don't know why I haven't opened it yet. Probably because I don't want to hurt it.
Oh, it was staring at me in front of my face.
Oh,
This is the wave. This is the exclusive storage box for it.
yeah, there you go.
But it's basically about a woman that becomes a radio announcer and storyteller. It's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, it comes in these little boxes and that kind of thing. I love the animation. The animation's really good. It came with a T-shirt actually. It says
Nice.
Voyager on it, and it's one of the shirts she wears in the show. It's pretty funny. So. Yeah, I think the manga is available here in the States.
Yes, I think they just started releasing that here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
Yeah, the other
Right.
one I really like is Summertime Rendering.
Oh, that's
Got that
that's
one
a,
too.
I like
That
that.
Oh,
one's
yeah.
really good.
Definitely very good.
Yeah, I love that show.
I like this show. The manga is very lackluster. I think they, I don't know. I just was disappointed in the manga compared to the show. Actually, that's the rare time where I like the show better than the manga.
Here's the first set. Yeah, I just never got around to getting the other set yet.
And it could have just been the translation too from Udon. I don't know, but I didn't. The manga was hard to keep interested in.
Yeah.
But the show is nice. It's a good show.
I've got figures too.
Yeah, I have a couple of the figures. I don't know if I can grab them. Let me see.
Well, I've got like the Nana figures and that kind of thing, but I feel like if I grab one of them, they're gonna all fall over. So.
Another anime I like the artwork too is Bodacious Space Pirates.
Oh yeah.
These are the art books and other stuff.
So yeah, I have those two.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. That got released here in the States, didn't it?
Yeah,
Modestia Space Pirates released on Blu-ray, I believe,
Yeah.
from Sentai Filmworks.
and
Yeah.
I think they got a
There are a couple different versions of it.
combo pack of the first and second season, and I'm not sure if the movie's
Movie
in
called Hyperspace. You know,
Yep, movie got released.
Yeah. I don't know if they include the movie with the newer 2-season pack. So yeah, I know the movie got released separately.
So, Yomi, what are some of your favorite artists?
Well, some I showed already. Actually, on the manga side, I like the style of art of Junji Ito a whole lot as
The
well.
very dark
Love
one.
that style.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I definitely dig a lot.
I like the Sakura
Um,
print up there.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to recall who the artist actually is for the Saikano
It's,
ones. 'Cause I have a lot by Saikano, but I don't know
Oh,
if
Shin
it's a
Takahashi?
specific. Okay, because I was gonna say I didn't know if it was a certain artist or not. But yeah, I got drawn really early to the artwork styles of Saikano, and that's
They
still
are
a
beautiful.
huge favorite.
Yeah, I like the art for that too.
And that's, whether in the prints like you see back there or even the box sets.
Shin Takahashi does the other Saikano. He's meaning the boring girlfriend one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the boring girlfriend. Oh, I thought you were talking about the.
Yeah, I know they have the same
Yeah, I
name.
was like, okay. I was like, I don't know if that name sounds right.
Here's another obscure anime I really like the artwork too. I'm sure everybody's familiar with it. Asobi Niyuku.
The artist for the light
Okay.
novel.
It's like Cat Planet
Recognize
Cuties.
the character.
Oh,
Yeah, it's,
Cat
Cat
Planet
Planet
Cuties.
Cuties, right?
Cat Planet Cuties, I guess it's called on the
Yeah,
English version of the disc.
I have a
yeah,
figure of
Cat
her
Planet Cuties.
because I love for the art
And
style.
illustrations by Huden Izo Artworks, whichever. So
I do have a figure of the cat girl from that because I really like.
But I think that was from Funimation. I read
yeah,
from Funimation.
animation release known as Cat Planet Cuties.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
Yeah, but
then
figures.
I gotta put my glasses to read this. Okay. Another one is Gargantua on the Verdurous Planet.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's such a good one. So underrated.
Yeah, it really is. I totally
Very
agree.
underrated.
I think Studio Sunrise did the animation on it.
They
It's
did.
an extraordinarily well done anime.
Yeah.
It just didn't, for whatever reason, it didn't catch on like Code Geass and all the other stuff. It just disappeared.
Yeah,
Yep,
it kind
yeah.
of faded into the background, didn't it?
Sure
Yeah.
did. It's
Yeah,
like what
because
happened
there's
with Line Barrel
couple
thing.
Oh,
specials that
Line
never
Girls
came
of
to
Iron,
light.
right?
Yeah, it just faded.
Yeah, yeah.
Puff, poof, it's gone.
I'm still waiting on my Morio no Hako set here in the States. Those jerks. Oh, Box of
Well, there's
Goblins.
something called
So good.
something like that, except it's called the Box of Goblins.
Yeah, Box of Goblins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the other kind of anime that boggles my mind why it would never come to America. It's a
Me
dark
too.
anime. It's an
I
excellent
want that one
storyline.
too.
I mean,
I
it's
want that one
spooky.
too.
Especially the guy with the
Very scary.
box priest. I said, yeah, this guy's crazy. And so-
Yeah. I just love the whole premise. You've got like this detective trying to solve these bizarre murders of these schoolgirls getting
Yeah.
murdered, and then like
there's
they're like,
this
oh hey, let's get the help of
murders with legs and arms and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
and then like
Some things that should come to America.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought that Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars would come, but it did.
it
You know,
did,
It
yeah.
did.
why not the Box of Goblins, the Nohaka, the anime, which is it's an excellent show. I had to get the import, the only way to get it. So I got So yeah, it's not. I agree with you, Brandon. It's an excellent series, and I
I've
think
heard it's really good. Oh,
we have to scratch. In America, we only kind of scratch the surface. I think that a lot of anime companies are just repurposing the old titles that they had sold before. The Sentai is a classic where they just put a new cover on it and say, "Hey, it's brand new, man." We varnish it and then put out again and put out again.
We get like a lame release. Like I'm a little disappointed in the release of 86 that we're getting because it's just a simple Blu-ray, nothing, no bells or whistles, and it's a phenomenal freaking show. It's like, oh,
I was kind of mad. I kind of wish that Aniplex USA would have released that. That would have done
as,
that show justice. They should
yeah,
have. They
as
should have
much as
picked
I would
that
have
up
hated to
because
pay
that
for
was
it,
not
yeah,
right.
I have to agree.
Which anime was that?
86.
86 is a phenomenal release. That's
Yeah,
coming from Viz, I thought.
yeah, but it's just a boring regular
They're gonna
release.
well, Viz is Viz. You know, they're not gonna put anything out fancy up.
And
I
then
don't think I have I know of all the box sets, you know, the Masonic Cuckoos and the Bleach stuff, and they're about fancy I ever got, and then most of them are just thin boxes. But 86 is a big deal. Yeah, they should have put a deluxe release with all kinds of goodies in it, at least once. One time, to say, "Hey,
Yeah,
man, let's go crazy." That could be one. You know, even Code Geass got the treatment twice,
yeah.
3 times, 4 times for Code Geass was it's an excellent show. But man, it's just that one gets all the pressure, and 86 doesn't.
yeah,
It's unbelievable. I mean, like, because I thought so. Viz has the rights, but I thought Crunchyroll was releasing it on home video. Is that
yeah. It's Crunchyroll and Viz. Yeah, I had
okay?
to pull it up
Yeah.
to see.
Because I feel like Crunchyroll's releases, like when they work on the home video side, even if it's a joint effort, is super bare bones. Because they did a re-release of 5 centimeters per second, like one of the earliest Makoto Shinkai films, and it was terrible. Like just the straight up box and the disc, and that was it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think there's been at least 3 releases of that, 5 centimeters per second. Bandai, I thought maybe, uh, what was it? Funimation, more than likely.
I've got
And
one
there's
of the
one more.
releases.
There's one more of those. It's that strange. It's a strange kind of release because there's so different properties. Like you'll see the same thing with the guard, the graveyard of the fireflies. You'll have several
Yeah,
different. They've got several different releases. Akira, man, you know, how many versions of Akira is there? And there's 8, 9 different kinds of. That was my first foray into trying to buy different versions of the same thing just because you could. I said, how many versions can I possibly find? And I said, yeah, there's a lot of different versions
a
of
lot.
that.
Yeah,
For whatever reason, the 8 centimeter or 5 centimeters per second is one of those that's been released at least 3 times with different covers.
interesting. Going back with Sentai, they're doing a little bit of a push on the steelbooks again.
Oh,
They've
Yeah,
got a couple of steelbook releases.
I know some people like them things, but that steelbook thing, I just don't care for those. I'd rather
It's
have a nice.
interesting.
If I spend money on it, just put a nice box set of it. You know,
I
consolidated box set.
I
You know, Funimation could never figure out how to make a big enough art box.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
I
like
just
Roger. I'm not like super excited about steelbooks. I mean, I'll get one here and there, but yeah, I'm not like,
if the
oh, I must have.
artwork is good enough that
Yeah,
it'll
that's
look
pretty
good
much
on the
it.
they
steelbook,
have
that's
these.
what
They stack
matters.
these DVDs like this inside of them.
Yeah, I
But
don't like that.
I guess that's the new premium release. The was the one Nano I think was released like that, something like that, and then you had the Illustrious something.
Land of the Illustrious.
Land of the Illustrious had something had a by a bear minute, bear boof, and then it was gone. And
Parasite
this
is the next one coming out in November or October.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, that looks
it's kind of
interesting.
mysterious how these things sometimes they have these super limited releases. The Violet Evergarden is another one that limited that. I don't even saw it I didn't jump on it on the internet right off the bat, and I've never been able to get it to be
Oh,
able
I
to get.
love that art style.
Oh, you
That was
posted something fun
amazing.
earlier, Roger. I just, he posted that it looks like Pet Shop of Horrors is getting a collector's edition manga, which I'm actually excited about that.
Oh, I am too. That
Yeah,
looks amazing. And I don't have any of the original releases. I have a couple of the
Couple
Japanese
volumes.
volumes.
So I'm super
I'm
thrilled about that.
yeah,
Oh,
same.
which one?
Pet Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
it's getting a new release?
Seven
Yeah,
seasons
it's coming from
releasing
Viz.
collector's edition.
Oh, sweet. I have
Yeah.
those on VHS.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, we're
released. I
talking
think it was released by by Central Park Media. I think it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There was an interesting show. Especially the cute little bunny rabbit one was kind of cute. I liked it.
Cute, huh?
That's cute. I haven't seen something quite like Violet Evergarden. Yeah, it's a beautiful set. Is that an art box or is it?
It's an exclusive Amazon Japan for buying all the 4 volumes. It's an LP size storage case.
Oh,
That
wow.
will never be opened.
Yeah.
That's
A few other anime titles that the artwork is really good is Outbreak Company.
Oh yeah, I like the art for Outbreak.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that one in forever.
Yeah. This is the art book.
Nice. I haven't seen that one.
You know who else has great art? Oh, great.
Yes,
It does, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's another
Air
one.
Gear and
I don't know how we forgot to bring that up.
Right? I was waiting to.
There's the plot.
Very nice.
I like that. That's cool.
I do
Yeah,
have
they've got
that.
those 2 heavy volumes that I can could barely lift. Now I can
You
lift
talking about
them.
the Oh Great ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Beautiful
Trying
though.
to-
when I first
Trying
got
to
them, like
remember the
I
name
could
of this
barely
one.
lift them up. I'm like,
And if you guys get the Baka no Montagari manga, it's also Oh Great. Just saying.
Yep.
No, very nice.
Yeah, I'll remember the name of this one when I'm not thinking about it.
It looks like
There you go.
Pollock.
Yuko, yeah.
Very nice.
There's the boss on the backside, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read the Bakemonogatari manga yet. I've
I know I've
finished
been collecting
the
them.
entire anime, but the
think there's
manga, I
22
believe,
volumes.
does diverge some.
Yeah, there's 22 volumes that are out currently. I think 22 just came out. I think I have it somewhere.
I might not have 22
Or it's
yet.
on my aside. Let me see. It might just because I think it just literally came out. Looking up my Comic Hub aside to see if it's in there. I gotta pay for it today. Yeah, volume 22 just came out this week, I think. So, volume 22.
Ooh, I don't have 21 yet either. It
I
looks
need
like.
to pay for that today.
Yeah, it looks like I need to grab 21 and 22. Yep.
I have a
do
big
not
bill.
show 21.
I have a nice big spicy bill for today. I'm gonna push that away for now. I shop weekly at a comic store in Oregon who does live sales all the time, and they have what they are connected to. It's called Comic Hub, where you can make yourself a pull list, and when it comes out, to order it and put it in your list. And when it arrives, you pay for it, and then they ship it to you. And so
That's pretty convenient.
it's very convenient. I have my list is a bit. There's 23 items on it for this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's a Sesshomaru figure in there too. So
Sounds like my Crunchyroll pre-order for the next 3 months.
I am forcing myself not to do what I did with Right Stuff because Right Stuff was bad like that. So when Crunchyroll came around, I was like, nope, I only have 4 things pre-ordered from Crunchyroll.
Well, the few that I've had on pre-order from Crunchyroll for manga come out so late that by the time they do, I usually have forgotten.
Yeah.
And you know what that means.
That's what I used to do, is get manga from Right Stuff. So now I've kind of cut back on that. Now I just have the Macross Blu-ray, the 86, and I forget the other 2. Oh, Attack on Titan, and then this.
That's a nice Fate one.
The near set. I have those 4 as my pre-orders. Oh, very nice.
Oh, that was with the Heaven Steel Amazon Japan exclusive, wasn't it? Because I have that too.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the exclusives they had for those sets were gorgeous.
Oh, I know. Yeah, even the other store bonuses, like some of the other places, were just really awesome too. Got some other ones here.
I'm just trying to remember. I think I saw some sort of write-up where they're going to be redoing Fate Stay Night or something.
That too.
I think a remaster of the game, was it?
Yeah, I think it was a game.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it the game?
Yeah, I
I
think it
think
was.
so.
It's coming to America. I know that. Yeah.
Now, is it only going to be on the Switch, or is it going to be on PS4 too?
PC as well. It'd be
Okay.
PC, Switch, and probably PS5.
Okay.
Here's the other one I have.
Oh, that's definitely Fate. Heaven's Feel.
That's Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I'd like to get the other ones that were from other stores, but I have not found those. And then I've got my one that I hung up on my wall. It's for the third movie. This one's cool.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I also like the artist, the original character designer, who did the character designs for Psycho-Pass. The character designer for the anime was really good, but the initial concept designer I really like. They're the one that did Katakiyoshi Hitman Reborn. And that style is really cool. I like that one. It's got a little bit more of an edgy, almost cyberpunky look to it. Even Hitman Reborn was like that too, which I
I can
never
never
knew
think of the
why that
artist's name.
didn't take off because it was cool. Ooh,
So I don't remember the art.
Like I
I
is that
recognize
eyes?
the
Is it
art.
like that?
It's the art for East and the art for the earlier Legend of Heroes games. See,
Huh.
but I've always loved their art. They did a lot of those original, like let's see, here's trying to find an Ease piece. Here's some. There you go. Which, if Jenny was here, she probably knows the name of the artist.
It
But I've
was
always
what's
liked
the name of the show of the game?
Isn't it Katsumi Inami?
it. Might. Oh, here it is. It's Minako Iwasaki. Minako Iwasaki.
Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
this beautiful art. I mean, it's definitely video game art. Falcon uses them a lot for their art. I love the art for and the character designs, everything. I mean, just pure video game glory. Just beautiful. Yeah. Of course, I had to get it because of the Trails of. I love Legend or the Legend of Heroes games, the original three, really. But
I do apologize. I have to drop off early now.
oh yeah, you said you had to.
Yep, we got somewhere else we need to get to.
You guys have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Thank you. And I will
Oh,
catch
you
up on the rest of this later.
Thanks for coming.
Likewise.
Have fun.
Oh yeah, here you go, the iconic Ace art right there.
I also have to drop because I'm in my car right now and my phone will stick to my car.
No
What
worries.
book is that for, Domino?
It's for Minako Iwasaki. I'm sorry, I can't say her name.
So yeah, but maybe we should stop here.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks again for everyone just kind of participating and being a part of the call and all that, and coming on talking about your favorite artists and animators and what you like to collect based on favorite artwork and that kind of thing. So I just want to say thanks again for everyone joining on this episode.
Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Here, come on.